You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
All right, folks, I'm broadcasting from the National Museum of African American History and Culture for the American Heart Association Business Accelerated Program. Right now, I want to talk to our panel. In studio is Kellye Beathea, communication strategist, Amisha Cross, political commentator and Democratic strategist, Deontay Johnson, president, Black Conservative Federation. Kellye, I want to start with you. You actually interned in the office of Congressman Cummings. What was that like, and your thoughts on his passing?
I've been crying off and on all day. I didn't think that his death would hit me so hard, but when I looked back and really just took the time to reflect on not only my time there, but what has happened since that time, I realized that he made an incredible impact on me. Basically, what Cummings did that I realized today is that he made space for me in a space that wasn't meant for me to be in anyway. And the reason why that space even existed is because he is the one who created the space. He took pride in mentorship. He took pride in allowing youth to shine. And I feel like that's what I did there. It's going to be interesting and also difficult to see who's going to fill his shoes, if anybody possibly could. And I think that saddens me even more, because while we have advocates in our society today, they're not necessarily in a position to advocate. And the people who are in a position to advocate aren't advocating. And the thing about Elijah Cummings was he was an advocate through and through. Before he was in Congress, he was an attorney. Before he was an attorney, he was an activist. He's been fighting for us literally his entire life. He's been fighting for Baltimore his entire life. And to not see somebody currently remotely prepared to be in a position to even look at his place, let alone stand in it. It's frustrating to me, but as I could go on all day about my memories of him, just how much he impacted me, exactly how I met him, all of his quotes, the mentorship through osmosis, just being in this space was a blessing in itself. It was an honor and a privilege to work with him, to work for him, and to be by his side in many events, however short my time was there. And he will be deeply missed.
Amisha Cross, you worked with him at the CBC Institute.
Absolutely. And I think that at the Congressional Black Caucus Institute, Elijah Cummings was someone who was not only a lion of Congress, but also one of an understanding of the next generation of leadership. There were times where he had at least 10 different meetings that were happening at the same time that something was going on at the Congressional Black Caucus Institute. And he took his time to come and meet with each of the fellows personally, have those conversations, learn about your history, learn about where you come from, and provide that level of encouragement to what we could make this nation become. And I went through the Congressional Black Caucus Institute during the Trump administration. So this was a time where a lot of black students, just like me, felt that America had taken the wrong turn. And he was someone who, though feeling that we, were misguided in some ways, felt that we could get back on track and that we could reach an understanding where all Americans were created equal, where we could still fight for those civil rights and that engagement that he had fought for his entire life, and that all of us and our futures mattered. And I think that in those conversations with him, in the time that he took with us, people who were looking towards what the future might look like, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to not only have his encouragement, but also hear those stories of him fighting and being in the trenches, not only in Baltimore, and reminding us that it matters to be in your hometown fighting the good fight, but also that we have to take this to the national level, because even when there's progress that happens in your area, there are still so many places where black people are left behind. And I think that for young people specifically, looking for somebody who had that voice, who had that leadership, Elijah Cummings meant something greater. He showed us every day what it meant to devote your entire entire life to the betterment of something stronger and greater than you. And I think that once you sacrifice that much and you continue to push regardless of who's in office, to push regardless of the political party, because he also pushed Democrats. Because at the end of the day, Democrats aren't necessarily known for doing excessive amounts of greatness for a lot of our black communities as well. He laid the groundwork for so many people to come. And I think that having that level of a model in front of us made a huge difference. And to his family, to his friends, to those who have been staffers, my condolences to you. But know that Elijah Cummings was bigger than America. At the end of the day, he is what laid the groundwork for a future of progress for us. And I think that his shoes will be extremely hard to fill, but he has given us our marching orders.
Deontay, Republicans also weighed in with their thoughts. Trey Gowdy, who often butted heads with Congressman Cummings on the House Oversight Committee. He said Elijah Cummings was one of the most powerful, beautiful, and compelling voices in American politics. The power and the beauty came from his authenticity, his conviction, the sincerity with which he held his beliefs. We rarely agreed on political matters.
You know, this when I
and then he went on. He issued about 6 or 8 tweets in a row, but that was just the first of those tweets. Go ahead.
You know, when all day I've been thinking of one thing, and the thing that I've been thinking of is 2 Timothy 4:7. It says, "I have fought a good fight, I have finished my race, and I kept the faith." While Congressman, I've never got a chance to get close with the congressman, and I've never agreed with him on political strategy or public solutions or policy solutions. It is very important to know that the congressman was a staple for not just Democrats, but black Republicans as well. That is a black Republican that is starting out young, and it has started out young and has aspirations to grow in the movement. The congressman definitely provides a beacon of light there for all of us.
Of course, Donald Trump also ordered flags to be lowered to half-mast, and he did issue a tweet marking the passing of Congressman Cummings. Of course, those two went back and forth when it was Trump who trashed Baltimore, and specifically Congressman Cummings. But Cummings made it perfectly clear he was not going to engage in a back and forth. He said he was going to continue to do his job. And so it has certainly been a very difficult day for those of us who knew and loved and appreciated Congressman Elijah Cummings. And certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, Dr. Maya Rockamore Cummings, as well as his children as well. And again, so many people in Baltimore who had great appreciation for his life legacy and work. We'll continue to celebrate his life over the next several days until his homegoing.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Luxe Jazz Experience taking place in Cabo, November 7th through the 11th. Of course, if you want to attend, go to lifeluxejazz.com, LIFELUXEJAZZ.com. But if you cannot be in Cabo for those 4 days, 14 different amazing artists, then of course you could live stream it. Get your live stream pass at gfntv.com. That's gfntv.com. As I said, amazing artists: Gerald Albright, Alice Bouillon, Kirk Whalum, Donna McClurkin, Shalia, Roy Ayers. Man, it's going to be an unbelievable 3-day extravaganza. And so look forward to you participating. And again, get your live streaming pass to cover those 3 days, all 14 concerts. You'll be able to watch right here on your phone, on your iPad, computer. Does not matter. Go to gfntv.com. That's gfntv.com to get your live stream pass. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.